Hello and welcome to a very brief timeline of life on Earth by Teacher's Notes. We start off 4.6 billion years ago when the Earth and Mars formed. A billion years later, so that is 3.5 billion years ago, the first single-cell life appeared. After that, we need to fast forward 3 billion years before there is any more progress with life on Earth. And 420 million years ago, the very first plants begin to grow. Then, 370 million years ago, the first amphibians and insects appear on Earth. Fast forward another 100 million years, and we find 230 million years ago, the first dinosaurs and mammals evolve. From 230 million years ago to 66 million years ago, dinosaurs roamed and ruled the Earth. However, 66 million years ago, a large meteor crashed into the Earth, and then the dinosaurs went extinct. $2.6 million years ago, the most recent ice age begins. Around about the same time, so 2.5 million years ago, the Stone Age begins. $200,000 years ago, the very first Homo sapiens evolve. Then, 10,000 years ago, the Ice Age comes to an end. And with that, the woolly mammoth and other animals from the Ice Age period also begin to go extinct. Then, 5,000 years ago, the ancient Egyptians begin to build the pyramids of Giza. $2,300 years ago, so in 330 BC, Alexander the Great conquers Persia, Egypt, and Syria. $2,200 years ago, so 200 BC, Genghis Khan becomes the first emperor to unify China. $2,050 years ago, so in 30 BC, the Romans conquered Egypt. Then 1,550 years ago, so in 476 AD, the Roman Empire fell. $800 years ago, so in 1221 AD, Genghis Khan conquered much of China and much of Central Asia. $500 years ago, in 1492, Christopher Columbus discovers America. And this is also the beginning of colonialization and also the beginnings of globalization. $400 years ago, so in 1597, William Shakespeare writes the romantic tragedy Romeo and Juliet. Fast forward to the 20th century, so 100 years ago, in between 1914 and 1918, 20 million people die during World War I. 80 years ago, so between 1939 and 1945, 60 million people died during World War II. "50 years ago, so in 1969, humans land on the moon. 30 years ago, in 1989, the World Wide Web is invented. 10 years ago, in 2007, the smartphone is invented. And that brings us up to date. And so, what for the future? Well, there are many suggestions as to what our future will be. Unfortunately, we have no way of knowing right now. We will just have to wait and see. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful, and if you have, please do subscribe to Teacher's Notes. Thank you very much.